we're fully aware that people around don't know each other. So as a little starting point, if each of you could introduce yourself by describing yourself and your business in a Tinder profile.
Excellent. Do I start? I can start.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Go
I'll
for
start.
it.
Nobody else is saying anything. I love that. Okay, I'm Casper Schmidt. I run QCC Collection, which is a hospitality boutique hotel management company. I'm based in Sydney. Prior to COVID, I was based everywhere else other than Sydney. I traveled most of the year around Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, and also Europe, where most of my clients were based. And they were all very good looking. All right, so that's the Tinder part that's sorted then.
All right. Les, we know yours, but has it changed over the last 3 months?
No, so I'm Les. I'm based in Auckland in New Zealand, and I also oversee a hotel company. I'm not quite sure how I would profile my Tinder. Being a married man, I'd be really careful what I say, I guess. I'm not even sure I know what Tinder is, Fabian, but
well, then let's ask Tammy. She had a really good one last time.
So my name's Tammy, and I run a hospitality company as well. My company is Revenue, and I suppose if I had a Tinder profile, it'd just be all about the money, honey. I'm looking for a rich one.
Ooh.
Heidi?
Right. Don't know about this Tinder business, but yeah, my name is Heidi. I do run my own company here in Singapore. We also do hospitality clients as well as the retail clients, mainly in the area of revenue management, marketing, and digital, actually, digital transformation and the whole portion of that, in conjunction with some of the organizational changes that come with digital transformation. So, yeah, so that's who I am.
Cool. Now, Jared, how do you use your Tinder profile?
I've had some time to think about this. I still don't have a good answer. Hi guys, my name's Jared. I'm a Kiwi living in London. I served the past 9 months as the Group Director of Air and Rail for STA Travel prior to its fairly tragic collapse a few weeks ago. And then before that, based in Sydney, serving as the General Manager for a Singaporean airline called Scoot, looking after sales, distribution, and all the bits and pieces involved in filling aeroplanes with hopefully profit and revenue generating customers. How would I describe myself on a Tinder profile? I'm a business guy for about 6 months of the year, and the rest of the time I'm a fish nerd, and I like photographing shipwrecks and big sharks.
Oh wow!
Very good. So I go from sharks in the office to sharks in the ocean, and I prefer the latter over the former most of the time.
I never took a fish guy.
Me? Yeah, no, total shark nerd. The bigger, the better, and the more remote, the better.
We should be in Sydney then. We got quite a lot of great whites at the moment that like to bite people's legs off and stuff like that. So it's paradise for you.
Yeah, we used to go up to Nelson Bay and photograph them.
Oh yeah.
The guys being bitten or the white shark?
What's the white sharks? Although yeah, this season this year is there seems to be an uncannily high number of interactions between big sharks and people, which is a little bit alarming, and I'm sure there's a whole lot of conversation to be had with some smarter people than I as to why that might be happening.
So we lost David Turnbull on the question on the very first question about Tinder. So perhaps we should make up his profile and put it online for him. But let's see if he comes back. But in the meantime, Fabian, the show's called The Hump, and we haven't spoken on The Hump for maybe about 6 weeks. Actually, we've had a bit of a few delays. What's given you the hump over the last 6 weeks?
Over the last 6 weeks, emails have given me the absolute stupid hump. And email distribution becomes more and more annoying because of spam filters and everything else, right? So whenever you send something to somebody, it's like You remember when your mom sent you an email for the first time and then calls you if somebody delivered it, right? That's how I feel at the moment. Because I'll send an email, you kind of go like, okay, no reply. You send another email, okay, no reply. Okay, they don't like me. And then you kind of go like, okay, I'll try a different email account. Then you get the message, oh, Gmail could not deliver your email for the last 47 hours, but we're going to try for another 47 hours. And then you go LinkedIn, it's like, oh yeah, never saw it. No problem. So it didn't. And that really drives me bonkers at the moment because it's such a disruption that you want to reach people, but you can't, right? So that was my hump over the last 6 weeks because I thought actually we're seeing relatively positive news from a sentiment coming back up, right? What about yourself, Rob?
Well, you just hit the nail on the head with what's given me the hump, and it's only happened in the last 48 hours because we saw this sort of really positive summer, and we saw the numbers going down across the UK, and we saw corridors opening up, and some of our hotels started to do really well. And in the last 48 hours, we've had a really unusual message here in the UK. I'm sure, Jared, you're across this as well, and David, and a few other people nodding. Where we're now going to close, as of next Thursday, restaurants and pubs have to close at 10 p.m. And I just have no idea what logic this had, given that only 5% of cases come from restaurants and hotels. And by closing at 10 p.m., I'm not sure if COVID knows whether it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. So is that going to make a difference? Just because you close an hour early, does it not transmit after 10 o'clock? So that has given me the hump. That has massively impacted, the good ground that we've made. It's like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. So anyway, enough from me. David, how are you?
Hi, my apologies. Sorry. My Wi-Fi proved to be unreliable at the beginning, but great to be here and joining you all.
Thanks for joining us, and you kind of strategically dipped out on the most important question of the entire webinar, which is if David Turnbull was a Tinder profile, what would it look like? And your company, of course.
Can I just skip to the company part because
sure.
I wouldn't even know whether you swipe left or right. My
I love this. Nobody knows what Tinder is.
20 years behind me.
I've never been on it in my entire life either, but you kind of get the concept, right?
I get the concept, yeah.
Right.
So my background is through and through hotel and revenue management for over 20 years, and that led into data and analytics, and left to the creation and then sale of a company called Snapshot, which has now become the backbone behind a larger organization, Shiji, based out of China, but a global company at that. I took a sabbatical, and I've been a small, mid-sized employer, and I've been looking a lot at the pains that my employees had faced, and thinking about it from a hospitality point of view, not hotel, but a hospitality point of view, and what we can do to bring hospitality into the workplace. And that led to the creation of a company called Denizen, which is really cool because actually it's a total RM predictive analytics play, because now all of a sudden we have millions of offices worldwide that have not too much space, but simply the wrong space, too much space, but they're stuck in leases. And I think there's a great opportunity to apply the same dynamic inventory and pricing that we've done in the hotel world to the way in which commercial real estate sells itself in the future. I've been thinking about this for years, so I don't actually see that I've left the revenue management space. It's just that I'm bringing hospitality into real estate. So hopefully with that, we can have some really cool conversations today.